15 most expensive new cars of all time. Number 15, Aston Martin Valkyrie. Price, $3.2 million. Aston Martin's new hybrid hypercar hasn't even hit the market yet, but already the $3.2 million Valkyrie has sold out. For what it's worth, Aston Martin hasn't officially released pricing. Estimates suggest the hypercar could go for anywhere between $2.6 and $3.9 million, but $3.2 million seems to be the magic number. Whatever the case, this machine is impressive. Its Cosworth sourced 6.5-liter V12 produces 1,160 horsepower, or 865 kilowatts, and 664 pound-feet, or 900 newton-meters, of torque, meaning its top speed should be well over 200 miles per hour, or 321 kilometers per hour. The company will build just 150 examples of the standard Valkyrie, with a limited 25-run AMR model arriving later. Number 14, the Bugatti Chiron Hypersport, priced at $3.3 million. Another showstopper from the Geneva Motor Show that never was, the Bugatti Chiron Hypersport is a special edition Chiron with a focus on aerodynamics, weight reduction, and power distribution. Now it's the same 8.0-liter quad-turbo W16 engine underneath the skin, but now it's mated to a recalibrated automatic gearbox. While the peak output remains unchanged at 1,500 horsepower, or 1,103 kilowatts, the RPM redline has been set 200 RPM higher, up to 6,900 RPM. The Hypersport also features slightly revised bodywork, with a bigger rear wing and more aerodynamic front fascia. Beginning production in late 2020, the Bugatti starts at $3.3 million. Number 13, the Bugatti Veyron Vivere by Mansory, priced at $3.4 million. This Veyron gets an asterisk because technically it wasn't produced by Bugatti. The Veyron Vivere was a limited edition build by tuners Mansory. Either way, it's ridiculous, and its estimated $3.4 million price tag puts it well within the realm of one of the most expensive cars ever. The company built just 2 examples, each with an outrageous carbon fiber accented exterior, a black and white leather and carbon cabin, and a 1,200 horsepower or 894 kilowatt Veyron engine underneath. Top speed is a blistering 254 miles per hour, or 408 kilometers per hour. Number 12, the W Motors Lykan Hypersport, priced at $3.4 million. Dubai-based W Motors shocked the world with its edgy Lykan Hypersport supercar in 2013. With titanium LED headlights housing 420 15-karat diamonds and a holographic display in the center console, it's no surprise it was the 3rd most expensive car ever when new. It falls to number 12 on our list here, but it's still a wild hypercar with a powerful heart. The twin-turbocharged 3.7-liter 6-cylinder engine under hood produces 780 horsepower, or 581 kilowatts, and 708 pound-feet, or 960 newton-meters of torque. Number 11, the Pagani Huayra Roadster BC. Price, $3.5 million. Following Pagani's past playbook, a Roadster version of the ferocious Huayra BC was inevitable. Last year, the company made it official by showing off the Huayra Roadster BC, a topless monster with 800 horsepower or 597 kilowatts, and 774 pound-feet of torque, or 1,049 newton-meters. Somewhat surprisingly, Pagani gave the Roadster 50 more horsepower than its coupe sibling, by cranking up its AMG-sourced twin-turbocharged 6.0-liter V12. In addition to the joy of hearing a glorious engine note without a roof in the way, owners should take comfort in knowing that their car is ultra-rare. Pagani is limiting production to just 40 units, each with a sticker price of $3.5 million. Number 10, the Lamborghini Sian. Price $3.6 million. In several ways, the Sian represents a bridge to Lamborghini's future. Though it's based on the Aventador SVJ, this wild-looking Lambo is the brand's first production electrified offering. In addition to the SVJ-sourced 6.5-liter V12, the Sian uses the 48-volt mild hybrid system. Total system output is 819 horsepower, or 611 kilowatts, which makes it the most powerful Lamborghini ever. As confirmed by the 63 stuck on either side of the Sian's wing, Lamborghini will produce just 63 units, and each will cost far more than the Aventador SVJ, carrying a price of $3.6 million. Number 9, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus, price $3.9 million. Earlier this year, Bugatti captured the collective attention of the automotive world by announcing that it broke the 300 miles per hour barrier with a modified version of the Chiron. The Supersport 300 Plus is a road-going version of that car, meant to celebrate the occasion. Limited to just 30 units, the Supersport 300 Plus is a beautiful version of the Chiron, with flowing, slippery bodywork and a sweet stripe motif. Even with 300 in the name, Bugatti is limiting the top speed of each car to just 277 miles per hour. Production starts in 2021. Number 8, the Lamborghini Veneno. Price $4.5 million. Lamborghini built just 14 examples of the Aventador-based Veneno between 2014 and 2015. Each one cost around $4.5 million depending on how it was spec'd, and was available in both convertible and coupe configurations. Under hood, Lamborghini fitted a more powerful iteration of the Aventador 6.5-liter V12, now producing 740 horsepower, or 552 kilowatts, and 509 pound-feet, or 609 newton-meters of torque, which gave it the ability to sprint to 60 miles per hour, 96 kilometers per hour, in a blistering 2.9 seconds. To date, it's the most expensive new Lamborghini ever. Number 7, the Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. Price $4.8 million. Koenigsegg introduced its most affordable model, the Jesko, this year in Geneva, but the diamond-coated $4.8 million CCXR Trevita sits on the opposite end of the Koenigsegg price spectrum. Finished in a proprietary diamond weave finished exterior, essentially carbon fiber covered in diamonds, the Koenigsegg is motivated by a twin turbocharged 4.8-liter V8 with 1,004 horsepower and 797 pound-feet of torque. The company built just 3 examples before discontinuing the CCX for good. Number 6, the Pagani Huayra Imola. Price $5.4 million. First announced in September of 2019, the Pagani Huayra Imola is the dialed-up hypercar of our dreams. Pagani filled us in on more technical specifications earlier this year, claiming 827 horsepower, or 617 kilowatts, and 811 pound-feet of torque, or 1100 newton-meters, from the AMG-derived twin-turbocharged 6.0-liter V12. This makes it the most powerful Pagani ever, up 36 horsepower from the recent Huayra BC Roadster. We love the revised aero touches, like the massive rear wing and roof scoop, which harken back to the Zonda era. As you can imagine, the Imola is extremely limited. Just 5 examples will be produced, asking a staggering $5.4 million each. Number 5, Bugatti Divo. Price $5.8 million. Among Bugatti's recently debuted vehicles, the Divo is a staff favorite. Though it shares much in common with its cheaper sibling, the Chiron, the Divo has a lot going for it to justify the extra money. By adding lighter wheels, a carbon fiber intercooler, and removing some sound deadening, Bugatti made the Divo 77 pounds lighter than the Chiron. Though power is unchanged from the Chiron's 1500 ponies, or 1119 kilowatts, the Divo features a different aerodynamic setup, which makes it 8 seconds quicker around the Nardo test track. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for, Bugatti is making 40 examples of the car, each costing $5.8 million. Number 4, the Mercedes-Maybach Exelero. Price, $8 million. Like many others before it, the Mercedes-Benz Maybach Exelero is a one-off. Commissioned by Fulda, a German subsidiary of Goodyear, to test its new tires, the Exelero debuted in 2004. Mercedes built the Exelero on the bones of the Maybach and gave it the same turbo V12 engine producing 690 horsepower, or 510 kilowatts, and 752 pound-feet, or 1,020 newton meters of torque. Top speed is listed at 218 miles per hour, or 350 kilometers per hour, and adjusted for inflation, the Exelero would cost more than $10 million in today's money. Number 3, Bugatti Centodieci. Price, $9 million. Bugatti debuted the Centodieci at last year's Pebble Beach Car Week, showing off yet another ultra-rare, super expensive model to the world. Limited to just 10, or Dieci, units, the car is a modern throwback to the Bugatti EB110. At the same time, it's meant to celebrate Bugatti's momentous 110-year anniversary. Its unique styling cues won't make everyone fall in love, but at least you won't have to worry about seeing another one on the road. Carrying a price just shy of $9 million, the Centodieci is one of the most exclusive cars ever made. Number 2, Rolls-Royce Sweptail. Price, $12.8 million. Now, okay, technically the Rolls-Royce Sweptail claimed the title of world's most expensive car in 2017. Problem is, Rolls-Royce didn't officially confirm that number, meaning the next car on our list takes home the title. But at an estimated $12.8 million, the one-off Sweptail outpriced the next most expensive vehicle by a jaw-dropping $5 million, if the reports are true. The Rolls-Royce Sweptail took more than 4 years to develop before its debut at the 2017 Concorso d'Eleganza Villa d'Este. Number 1, the Bugatti Voiture. Price, $12.5 million. With a price tag of $12.5 million and a selling price of $18.7 million after taxes, the one-off Bugatti Voiture is officially the most expensive new car ever, and understandably. A modern interpretation of Jean Bugatti's personal Type 57 SC Atlantic, the Voiture uses the same quad-turbo 8.0-liter W16 engine as the Chiron, producing 1,479 horsepower, or 1,102 kilowatts, and 1,600 newton meters, or 1,180 pound-feet of torque. It has 6 exhaust tips, radical new wheels, an aggressive bespoke fascia, and a gigantic light-up badge out the back that spells out the name of the brand. Of course, this one-of-one Bugatti already has a home.